The rain drops down from a rotten ceiling. A fly emerges satisfied from a stale beer glass. A cell phone vibrates in the fat, greasy fingers of a 300-pound woman in a pink tube top. She's on her 6th Bud Light bottle, but she's had 3 nippers of Fireball and 2 Miller High Life Tall Boys before she even got to the bar. And it just so happens to be the bar that she owns. Enter Tanya Tater Tots. The text is from a regular who shared more than a few drinks with this hot pink heifer. They call him Mickey Marbles, and he more than lives up to the name. Mickey has disappointed numerous plus-size nightclub owners in the area with his excessive drinking and insufficient package. Tonight, Marbles has had just enough vodka to rub a dryer sheet under his junk and set out for a night of fun. He calls his friends and let them know it's open season. Tots will be serving free drinks tonight. The bar, aptly named Slimers, has been over-serving scumbags and slump busters of the city for over a decade. Tanya inherited it from her uncle and has been running it into the ground just as he did before his untimely demise. Slimers is a dying woman of the night. She begs on her scabby knees for someone, anyone to help. As her last breath creeps across her chapped, disease-ridden lips, one man grabs her oversized underarm and pulls her from the darkness. His name is TaffMan. Sitting outside in his Taffmobile, TaffMan sees and knows all. Anonymous spies are his ears and eyes. Hidden cameras are his arm and hammer. He has knowledge of bars near and far. As Mickey pulls in with his +4 of all dudes, TaffMan has been waiting for hours. Noticing the perspiration on Tanya's forehead and fupa, TaffMan knows she's about to overpour everything. Mickey steps up to the bar where his mostly Jack and Coke waits for him with a huge smile on his big, floppy, weird-looking chest. It's Tater Tots, and like any other time of day, she is hungry. "Smoke 'em if you got 'em," said the Pinky in Pink. "And you know your money's no good here." It wasn't. He had none. Slimers had the same no-smoking policy as everywhere else, but she made an exception wherever there was a drunk sloppy enough to put his slop in her trough. But tonight was different. TaffMan was watching. No sooner did Mickey pull a smoke out, was it snatched from his hand. "Smoking is prohibited in all restaurants and bars except those holding cafe or tavern permits, you son of a bitch!" Then TaffMan was at Mickey's throat with a taffalizer. "This man is heavily intoxicated and you're serving him more alcohol!" Tanya backed up for a moment and noticed Mickey had actually been knocked unconscious. It could have been from the knowledge that TaffMan was dropping, or it could have been from a liter of Bukoff he chugged in the parking lot to prepare himself to go through with taming the Titanic Tyrannosaurus Tots later on that night. She got very angry and tried to lean back in on TaffMan. "You can't just come in my bar and..." He was gone. She looked around until she heard a clang coming from the keg cooler. TaffMan pulled out his taffmometer from his brutality belt and aimed it at the kegs. 54 degrees! You're giving more head to the customer than head you give to your customers! This was the final blow. Tots was down and out. The last thing she heard that night was TaffMan giving her the one piece of advice her uncle should have given her the day she inherited the bar from him. Shut it down! Tanya and Mickey now reside in the Barkham Asylum, hopefully for good. But if they ever try to escape, they will be hunted down and taken down again by TaffMan.